Everybody, back to Boost in Motion, guys, and today we're going to be installing the Stillen Q50 rear sway bar on my Q60. So this is actually a really easy install. I've done it in an older video, so I'll put the link above when I installed it on, I think, both my Q50s. So guys, check that out, put the link above. But we're going to do it at All Out Motorworks here in Long Island because the car is already in the lift for separate work getting done, so might as well get it done all at the same time. So anyway guys, hit that intro. Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. I like how deep these wheels are. I'm not even gonna lie. Look how deep the offset is on these wheels. Oof. I think I might need to do something like this on my Q60. Oof. I'm just not a fan of these Hondas with these thick blades. Alright, so now we're going to remove the stabilizer link nuts. And then we're going to remove the bracket with the bushing. Now, Stillen does give you their own bushings with it included because these bushings are actually not wide enough. So we're gonna remove those 4 bolts and this bolt, and then these 4 bolts, these 2 bolts, and then this 1 bolt here. Then I'll allow you to bring the stabilizer link down one time. Now, because mine's a little old, usually use a lithium grease inside of it. They're gonna lube it up and everything for us, but this should be quick and easy for you guys to do. Because we already have the exhaust off, it's not much work for you to be able to do it. But if you're working in the street with the exhaust, if you check that old video that I put up there when I did it in the street, you have to pretty much loosen it and then push it back and try to pull it out through the side of the exhaust to get it out. You just check the video, you'll see it. If you have an aftermarket exhaust, you would have to you'll have your aftermarket AXLEBACK here. You'll have to unbolt those 4 bolts and then push the stabilizer bar backward and pretty much over and out of the exhaust. So if you check the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because if you have an aftermarket exhaust, you won't be able to pull it out through the side because it'll be too wide, because it just won't be able to slide out. So definitely check that video, but we're gonna continue with this. All right, for the rear sway bar, we also had to take off these 10mm bolts for these random brackets that's in the way. And looks like it was another 10mm bolt here for this splash guard or whatever air dam it is. And then he's gonna allow him to get to these 14 or 15mm bolts for the 2 brackets with the bushings for the sway bar. But then he'll just bring it down one time, put this back up, and do everything in the reverse order. I'm gonna drive the car because remember my car is stock. So we don't have to make any changes to the stabilizer links because it's the stock height. We never changed the angle of the suspension. So I'm gonna give you guys the best impression with the DDS suspension and the thicker Stillen sway bar. I'm gonna be honest on video, I really wanted to get the Hotchkiss front and rear sway bar set for this car, but I already had the sway bar. Why would I sell it and then go buy a whole nother set? No, just go with it. I don't want to spend money twice. It is what it is, guys. So he's gonna reinstall it, and we're gonna zoom into the part where I drive the car and see how it feels with the upgraded sway bar on the stock DDS suspension. All right, so he greased up the bushings, and now he's gonna reinstall it in reverse order. Like I said, we're going to then do a test drive and everything. Once everything's installed back, we're gonna put on the stiffest setting. The stiffest setting is usually the ones that's closest to the inside. On the Hotchkiss, they have 3 holes. On the Stillen, they have 2. And the Hotchkiss is actually thicker, which means it's better. Thicker is better in inches. All right, guys. So now we're in the Q60, and I'm driving back from All Out Motorworks, and I really can't tell you so much on if the sway bar really made a difference yet because I haven't got on the highway yet. I know you guys like to have the camera that face forward too. Once again, my hands are still ashy. But I don't have my headpiece right now to be able to have the camera that face forward, unfortunately. So just have to watch me for a bit. I'm about to get on the highway, and I'm gonna give you guys my best impressions, all right? So just hang in there, we're about to get on the highway. All right, guys, so what I can tell you initially, because I'm going through some turns over here, yeah, the back end does feel a lot less floaty. Even though I do have the DDS suspension, which pretty much tries best to adjust, the sway bar definitely is making a difference in the rear end. Because usually the rear end will be a little bit more unsettled, and now it does feel a lot better. But remember, guys, I've told you guys in previous videos, sway bars help, but it's mainly for road racing and or autocross events, right? That's what it's mainly for. I always take it as an accessory to another modification, such as coilovers. If you get coilovers or springs, those would drastically change how much your car handles on top of tires. Of course, tires are important. You already know that. But to me, this is more of an accessory. I would rather you guys still go with a good set of coilovers first and a good set of tires and wheel setup, and then move on to the sway bar and all that type of stuff later down the line. That's what I always tell you guys to do. I'm not going to give too much review on the sway bar because I've done it before in the past, but just know that this is an accessory modification. I don't think you should take your money and go get this first over a good set of coilovers. If it was up to me, I'd rather you guys purchase a good set of coilovers first. And for the people who are going to sit there and say, well, should I get springs before sway bars? I'm going to say no, you shouldn't get springs at all. Remember, we don't have aftermarket shocks for the Q50, Q60. The DDS is decent for what it is, but I'm still going to always recommend coilovers if you really do want the sporty feeling of having that type of vehicle. So yeah, guys, understand coilovers over springs any day. And people that are going to jump in and say bags, what about bags? You shouldn't be racing with bags. I'm just saying, even though they used to race with bags back in the day, we don't use it for that anymore. You like to air the car out and look sexy. That's what you're doing, okay? All right. But outside of that, guys, hopefully I put a link below to the Stillen sway bar. I know it's hard to get that stuff separate, so you might not be able to. You might have to call like Vivid Racing or Map Performance to order some of this stuff separate, but hopefully I put some kind of link up for you guys to purchase from, to either direct or, you know, through a third party. Also on top of that, you guys know what to do. Add All Out Motorworks on IG. Remember, they work with the BOOSTINmotion family. They take care of you guys. I'm telling you. You walk in and say, listen, BOOSTINmotion sent me. They're going to take care of you. They're going to give you heavy discounts. They are going to do their thing. Also on top of that, you already know what to do. Add me at BOOSTINmotion IG, Facebook, and boostinmotion@gmail.com. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You have a good day.
Thank you everybody for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also on top of that, if you want to purchase some BOOSTINmotion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you.